What the video is about is it's a thing called grit. And what grit is that burning desire, you know, where you're going to have haters tell you like, oh man, you being an entrepreneur is not going to work. The pandemic world is going to hurt your business, yada, yada, yada. Now you can have that negative mindset of saying, you know what, I'm going to do whatever it takes to make this happen and just have that narrow mind. Or you can focus on other things and say, I'm going to have a growth mindset. I'm going to take what you're telling me in a negative manner, more of a positive energy and take my business. Pretty much, I'm going to utilize your negativity and your hater words into something positive where I'm going to turn around and have a growth mindset and utilize that to empower my business or empower myself to thrive my business. That's pretty much what the video is all about. So with this being said, we know we went through a lot of negativity, and we still do, you know, but it was harsh about like what, a month and a half ago. How are you using that grit to move forward now? You know, what's that grit? What is that why that makes you cry to keep you going? And we like to have these segments as if we are a board member of a company, because this is how you really solve problems. And one person's answer could be everyone's nugget to bring value into their current opportunity, into their current business or their company. So with that being said, I'll start off with my grit. You know, I come from a real estate background, acquiring properties, flipping properties, mergers and acquisitions, syndication deals. And my grit back then, when I was a little bit younger, when I was like 25, 26, when I was doing these syndication deals, was money, make money, you know, because being from California in the LA area, it's all about that making the dollars. It changed about 2 years ago when my dad got sick and he almost passed away. And I looked at him, I said, wow, you know, and I was raised by a former CFO of the largest pharmaceutical company in Southeast Asia. And I saw that, like, wow, okay, my dad changed a lot of people's lives, you know, not just because of being a CFO, but he became that consultant on really helping people, building a community. And here's the word that he told me. He said, son, if you want to be successful in business or in a company or building an empire, take care of the chickens that lay golden eggs for you. And what that simply means is you take care of the employees, whether it's the janitor, the security guard, your executives, your employees. I promise you they will take care of the company's legacy. So that's pretty much my grit, is to build a community like this community that we're building right now. That is where my grit is, because no matter what happens, let's just say one of the family businesses goes down, goes in bankruptcy or what have you, as long as we have this community and this relationship, we always will have that teamwork, that team foundation to be able to grow anything back again. I mean, it's, you know, anything can happen. You know, we can pivot into other opportunities out there, but as long as we have a community where there's that trust and that belief and that faith within that community, anything is possible. So that's my grit with this pandemic situation right now. I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for you guys participating, because this thing is just going to grow, you know. So anyone else want to give their 2 cents during our wellness segment session? Fire on the way.
I'd be happy to. My grit comes from the fact that we don't educate. So education is very important to me. I've been in this industry for going on 22 years. And I think people need to have a backup plan. Everybody has this crazy idea that Social Security is this big pot of money that they're going to get. Not happening. So I feel like it's my job to try and help people to keep that from happening. So we don't have people who are in their 70s and their 80s trying to find a job, because it's not going to happen for them. So I feel like, we need to prepare. So I have persevered no matter what. I mean, I don't make a lot of money doing this because it's important to me. That's why I do it. So it's important. That's where my grit comes from.
That's awesome, Miss Teresa. That's awesome. Anyone else want to chime in? Come on down. This is it. This is a good opportunity for us just to have an open forum, open chat, to get to know you a little bit better. Fire on away.
Sure, Carlo. I guess about the negativity turning into positivity. I don't know how many basketball fans there were or are on this call, but there was a great series that just ended called, The Last Dance, and it concentrated on a lot of things, but certainly mostly on Michael Jordan. And he would take that negativity, whether it be from fans that didn't believe or other players who doubted his greatness or whatever, and in a way he would actually look for that negativity as a fire or a fuel to get him motivated to perform at his best. And I won't bore everyone with some stories he told, but just to back up what you said, that indeed you certainly can take other people's negativity, turn it into a positive, and that could certainly get you to a greater level than maybe even you thought of yourself. So I definitely back that. As far as my grit, it's similar to Teresa's in a way. Mine is to help people help themselves. And obviously Teresa's is through investments and insurances, but I'm just cause oriented. I'm on a mission. Pharmaceutical companies have, let me keep this delicate, have taken advantage of us for years and years and years. And it's time through education that people realize they don't have to be taken advantage of. So each time I help educate someone on how the pharmaceutical companies really work, or how medical organizations in this country actually works, the better I feel, because I think through education, people can make better choices. And certainly the media doesn't go out of their way to educate us on this, because they're kind of tied into it, and they make profits as well from our lack of education. So my grit is to educate people how things really work so they can make more intelligent decisions, and that drives me tremendously. So that's it.
And this is the beauty of having a meetup like boardroom setup like this. We get to throw in all of that knowledge and all of that nuggets in the boardroom. We get to throw in everyone's nuggets, everyone's information, everyone's 2 cents in the boardroom, and then we all can find value into whatever every single one of us are saying. And I think the E word, I've been loving it for the past 4 weeks. Education. Don't promote, educate. Don't promote, educate. So I love that. Throw in, guys. This is an open forum. This is a good opportunity for you guys to really for us to get to know each other. So feel free to throw in your 2 cents.
Okay, this is Tina Louise here. My grit has been about being unstoppable. And what I mean by being unstoppable is being unstoppable in the face of no agreement. Meaning what you said, Solomon, I can choose not to agree what other people say, because that's the power that I actually have. They can share all they want. They can tell me what they believe as a naysayer. However, it's only their belief. But I can choose to be unstoppable in the face of no agreement inside of where I am right now, in this moment of this particular crisis, if you will. I'm looking at this as opportunity. This is not a setback. This is actually an opportunity, as in every situation that this is. New things, new ways of doing business, new things arise, not only inside of what we do, but how we can deliver to those who cannot seem to navigate in this space. So I can choose to be powerful inside of a conversation by listening to not only my clients, but connecting with others in a way that they can discover for themselves what's possible for their business. And when they can discover that, then the relationship just flourishes and grows, and then I can then provide to them a service and a product that I have that they never saw before that will thrive in their own business. So for me, it's being unstoppable. For me, it's about listening to another business or individual who is either looking to grow a business or is stuck at where they are, and allowing them to discover something newly. And when that happens, you can see it on their face. They get excited. I get excited. And now we're moving forward. So we're no longer stuck of where we are. We're actually creating what's new for them moving forward.
Miss Penn, that's awesome. I mean, it's so true. You know, a setback is a preparation for a greater comeback. And every time we 4 years ago in our private equity firm that I was a part of, every distressed company that the investment firm acquires, there's always that problem. There's always that issue, you know. So when the board members get together, they always say that, guys, a setback is a preparation for a greater comeback. Yeah, this company obviously survived for X amount of years. There's a hiccup there. How can we, board of directors, really help this company thrive or move forward from there? You know, you've got folks that work really hard, but there are some folks that are academically gifted. So how can you combine both in order for that company to grow? You know, so this is the beauty of having this type of segment or meeting segment that we're having right now, because we really are thinking like board members, like how can we help each other exchange information so we can move forward. During this pandemic world. So anyone else that wants to chime in, throw it in, guys, please. I mean, I like the E word, education. So let's educate each other. What's that grit? So what's that grit that can help all of us move forward?
Carlos, my right would be positivity. You know, the thing is like too many people complain. Like we have, like right now, the last time I looked, 36 million unemployed Americans, and like everybody complains about they can't find no work and this, that, and the other. But if you look at Think and Grow Rich or any successful self-help books, they talk about what the mind of man can conceive and believe it can achieve through positive mental attitude. You ever hear the expression about the glass being half empty or half full? It's all how you look at things. You know, and that's the way I look at things. Every single day, I'm blessed every day to go out to go to work. People at their houses, their income coming in for 2 months, 3 months, nothing coming in. You know, so things can always be worse. But it's all about how you look at things. What you think is ultimately what becomes reality in your life. Or as Proverbs 18:21 was said in the Bible, death and life are in the power of the tongue. It has the law of attraction. What you speak out your mouth manifests itself. So my thing I'll leave with the group today is staying positive and staying positive with your business, staying positive with what you're going through in your life, and knowing that everything happens for a reason.